Let's talk about the uh, months and weeks before the attack. The 9/11 Commission, in its exhaustive report on these events, found that there were 40 mentions of Osama bin Laden in PDB, presidential daily briefs, between January 20 and September 10. Some were very specific, like now well-known August 6 PDB item that said bin Laden determined to strike in the U.S. You wrote an op-ed piece in the Wall Street Journal this week that was very powerful, in which you wrote, "To this day, I wonder how this could have happened. I still feel great remorse that it did." And I want to ask you on this anniversary just to expand on that in a little bit about your own personal feelings.
I believe that we did everything that we knew to do with the intelligence that we had. For instance, the famous August 6th, bin Laden determined to attack the United States wasn't a surprise to anybody. That's a kind of general statement. He's determined to attack the United States. How, when, under what circumstances, never really addressed. In fact, the only reason that that was written was that there was so much about what Al-Qaeda was doing abroad that President Bush himself asked the intelligence agencies, well, don't they want to do something in the United States? So we weren't really thinking that this attack would likely be an internal attack. And yet, in retrospect, if you had been able to put together all of the pieces, connect all of the dots, if we'd not had a barrier between the FBI and the CIA, where the CIA did external intelligence and the FBI did internal intelligence. I'll just give you one example. Hamzi al-Mitar, who would become one of the hijackers, actually made a phone call from San Diego to Afghanistan, someplace around September 7th or 8th. Because you didn't track phone calls from inside the United States for very good civil liberties reasons, that was a piece of intelligence that we did not know. Had anybody known that Hamzi al-Mitar was actually in the country, alarm bells might have gone off. And so there were lots of pieces. And I was national security advisor on that day. Of course, I feel responsibility that we didn't somehow put the pieces together. Again, I think we did everything we thought we knew how to do, but now in retrospect, knowing what I know, it's a source of remorse for me that we couldn't stop it. And I've had a chance to say that to some of the families of the victims. A man came up to me at, of all places, a golf tournament here in California a few years ago. And he said, I want to thank you for what you did after 9/11. He said, my wife was on the plane that went into the Pentagon. And I was so stunned I couldn't speak because I thought, you can't thank me. We didn't stop it. Somehow I wish we had been able to stop it.